What if the only reason your mind feels out of control is because it doesn't know where it is supposed to go? There was once a young man named Rohan who constantly felt lost in life. He wanted success, happiness, and peace, but his mind was always scattered. One day he wanted to start a business, the next he wanted to become a musician, and then suddenly he'd decide he wanted to travel the world. He started many things but finished none. His days were spent chasing random thoughts and short-lived excitement. Deep down, he knew he was capable of much more, but his lack of focus and discipline left him frustrated. One evening, after another unproductive day scrolling through his phone, Rohan muttered to himself, "Why can't I stay disciplined? Why can't I control my own mind?" That night, unable to sleep, he decided to take a walk to clear his head. As he passed by a small temple near the edge of town, he noticed an old monk sitting silently by a flickering lamp, sweeping the courtyard with slow, deliberate movements. Something about the monk's calm presence drew him in, and without thinking, Rohan approached him and asked, "Sir, how do you stay so peaceful and focused? My mind is always running wild." The monk looked up and smiled gently. "Sit with me for a while, young man. Let me tell you something about the nature of the mind." The monk handed Rohan a bowl filled to the brim with water and said, "Take this bowl and walk around the temple without spilling a single drop." Rohan was surprised. "That's it?" The monk nodded. Carefully, Rohan began to walk around the courtyard, his eyes fixed on the water. Every step was slow and cautious. He could hear birds singing, feel the cool evening breeze, and sense the uneven stones beneath his feet, but his attention never left the bowl. When he finally returned to the monk, not a drop had spilled. The monk smiled. "Tell me, what did you notice as you walked?" Rohan thought for a moment. "Honestly, nothing. I was too focused on the bowl." The monk's eyes sparkled. "Exactly. When the mind has a clear goal, it becomes disciplined. When it doesn't, it wanders. Most people spend their lives chasing one distraction after another because their minds have no direction. You say your mind is undisciplined, but it's not. It's simply unfocused. Give it a purpose and it will obey you." Rohan frowned, realizing the truth behind those words. The monk continued, "Discipline is not about forcing your mind. It's about guiding it. You must decide what your bowl of water is in life, and then protect it with all your focus." That night, Rohan went home with the image of the bowl in his mind. He realized that his problem wasn't laziness or lack of motivation. It was the absence of a clear purpose. He had been letting his thoughts pull him in every direction, never stopping to ask what truly mattered. The next morning, he sat down and wrote one goal on a sheet of paper: "I will build a business that gives people value." That became his bowl of water. Every day he woke up and focused only on what would move him closer to that goal. The distractions didn't vanish overnight, but now he had something stronger to return to whenever his mind drifted: a clear purpose. Whenever he felt restless, he remembered the monk's words and asked himself, "Am I still holding my bowl?" Slowly, his habits changed. He stopped wasting time, created a daily routine, and trained his mind to return to the task at hand. His friends noticed the difference. He spoke less, but achieved more. The chaos in his head was replaced by clarity. Months later, Rohan returned to the temple to thank the monk. "Master," he said, "I finally understand. I used to think discipline meant denying myself pleasure, but now I see it means directing my energy." The monk nodded approvingly. "Yes, my son, the disciplined mind is not a prisoner. It is a powerful servant. When your mind knows its purpose, it works for you, not against you." Rohan smiled, feeling a deep sense of gratitude. That day, he didn't just thank the monk. He promised himself he would never again let his mind wander without purpose. Over the years, that simple lesson shaped his entire life. His business grew, his confidence soared, and his mind remained calm even during challenges. Whenever people asked him the secret to his focus, he told them, "I learned how to hold my bowl." The moral of this story is simple. An undisciplined mind is not your enemy. It is just a mind without direction. Discipline doesn't come from forcing yourself to work harder. It comes from knowing what truly matters and aligning your thoughts and actions toward it. When you define your purpose clearly, every distraction loses its power. Remember, the mind is like water. It takes the shape of whatever container you give it. So give it a goal worth holding, and you'll find that discipline comes naturally. The moment you focus your mind on one clear path, your entire life starts to move forward with power, peace, and purpose. If Rohan's story inspired you to take control of your thoughts, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs clarity and focus. Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful motivational stories every week. Until next time, find your purpose, hold your goal, and discipline your mind to follow it faithfully.